In this lesson, we're going to talk about subtitles, and it's going to be a quick lesson, very easy, but arguably one of the most powerful things you can do. Weird. Why is that doing that? Start over. In this lesson, we're going to talk about subtitles, which it's going to be very quick, but it's because it's so easy yet extremely powerful. And let's go in. We're in our same little video we've been messing with here, the first one in this Offer Man series. We're going to go to subtitles. Now, guess what? You don't have to upload a bunch of files and do all that stuff. There's other tools you can use, and they Zoom and all these other things, they give you subtitle files, or sometimes you got to create them, and there's other software create them. Guess what? ToobFlow, you can put any video in here, and you can just say auto-generate. Now this takes a few minutes. It's not like instant. It goes through the entire video, and it is generating subtitles. And then, while it's doing that, I'm just going to say, look, I want... Now, I could add subtitles. Let's just find English here. I could add them myself. Let's do United States, right? And you could turn that on and so forth. But you could, by just clicking that, that doesn't add subtitles. It just says that English is available, right? And I can upload those types of files that are subtitle files. So if you've got one, great. Right? You can see some examples of types of files here. But I'm auto-generating it, so I don't need that. So I'm going to get rid of this thing. So if I wanted to upload and then later, if I want to download them, I can do that. But we're going to let that auto-generate for a second, and then we're going to add that auto-generation. Okay, I paused the video while those generated. They finally came back. Sometimes they'll come back as unknown if it doesn't recognize you. Sometimes it does that with me. It says, I'm not sure what language you're speaking. They'll show up in English like they do here. But anyway, it's a great tool to get them auto-generated for you. So here's the deal. When you do that, by the way, if you just hit Add New and say, hey, give me the English subtitles, you can confuse this like it's going to generate them. If you don't have them, you need to auto-generate them like we did. Because if I turn these on, you'll see that there's nothing there. It's like, well, hey, I'm turning them on. They either need to be auto-generated or uploaded by you. So this one, because it says auto, let's get this deleted. That tells me they were auto-generated, so they're good to go. All right, we've made that the default. Now, if I leave this switch off, it won't show up in the toolbar. So there's no way for people to turn it on. So you need to turn it on. And you can see I've got it turned on here. I can turn it off. I can turn it back on. But do you want this set by default? I tend to leave it off. But if I check this, then it'll be turned on when they start playing the video. If you check this, but you have the green button turned on, enabled, then they can come and turn it on here. I tend to do it this way, but that's up to you. And then for the typography, you can change the fonts and the centering and the background color, all that kind of stuff here to play with it. And that makes it pretty good. But the point here is, aside from the AI taking however long it takes to get the video done, and it's longer depending on how long the video is, that's the only drawback. But you can come in. So when I upload a video, one of the first things I'll do, and we'll talk about templates next, but I'll come in and change the template. I'll change the thumbnail, and then I'll get the subtitles started. I'll auto-generate, set up the English, and save it, and let that work its way in. And then I just make sure I come back in and enable it when I'm ready for it to run. But that's how the subtitles work.